Apple is expected to launch the iPhone 18 later this year, and millions of people will upgrade their phones. But here's the scary part. If your iPhone gets stolen right now, a thief can lock you out of your own Apple ID in under 2 minutes. And most people have absolutely no protection against this. The truth is, most iPhone users barely use half of what their phone can actually do. There are hidden settings that can stop thieves from taking over your entire device, dramatically slow down battery decay, save massive amounts of storage, and make your iPhone much faster to use every day. Some of these settings take less than 10 seconds to turn on, yet millions of people never enable them. So whether you just bought a new iPhone, you're still on an older one, or you're planning to upgrade when the iPhone 18 drops, these are 15 settings you should change immediately. And the first one might be the most important security feature Apple has ever made. Number 1, stolen device protection. When someone steals an iPhone, the first thing they try to do is change the Apple ID password. And once that happens, the phone is basically theirs and you're completely locked out. But Apple quietly added a feature to stop exactly this. Go into your settings, then click on Face ID and passcode. Now click on stolen device protection and make sure to turn this setting on. When enabled, important actions like changing your Apple ID, accessing saved passwords, or resetting the phone require Face ID verification, plus a security delay when you're away from a familiar location. So even if someone knows your passcode, they still can't take control of your entire iPhone. Most people don't even know this setting exists, but it can literally save your entire digital life. And the next setting fixes another trick thieves use the moment they grab your phone. Number 2, disable control center on the lock screen. When a phone gets stolen, again, thieves almost always do the exact same thing first. They swipe down, open the control center, and turn on airplane mode. And the moment that happens, your phone goes offline and becomes impossible to track. But here's an easy fix. So while you're still in Face ID and passcode settings, just scroll down to this section, allow access when locked, and make sure to turn control center off. Now, nobody can cut off your internet connection unless they unlock the phone first, which means Find My iPhone keeps working even after the phone is stolen. So just 2 minutes of setup and that loophole is completely closed. Now, let's talk about something almost every iPhone user complains about: battery health. Number 3, optimized battery charging. One of the biggest complaints about iPhone is how quickly battery health degrades. But Apple actually built a system specifically designed to slow that down. So go back into settings, then click on battery, and now click on charging and turn on optimized battery charging. Your iPhone learns your charging habits and delays charging past 80% until it predicts you'll actually need a full battery. The reason this matters is that constantly sitting at 100% puts real stress on lithium batteries over time. This one small setting reduces that wear significantly. And over the course of a year or two, the difference is very noticeable. Now, here's a simple change that improves both security and battery life at the same time. Number 4, reduce auto lock time. A lot of people keep auto lock set to 5 minutes or even longer. And that means if you set your phone down and walk away, the screen stays on and unlocked for way too long, which kinda is a real security risk. So head back into your settings, then click on display and brightness. Now click auto lock and set it to 30 seconds or 1 minute. Your iPhone locks itself quickly, protecting your data and cutting down on unnecessary screen time too. Yes, simple change, but the impact on your security is immediate. Now, let's talk about something that quietly eats up most of your storage. Number 5, high efficiency photos. If you have a 128GB iPhone, storage fills up surprisingly fast. And the biggest reason is almost always photos and videos. But Apple actually created a format that saves space without touching the quality. Go back to Settings homepage. This time, click on Camera. Now, click Formats and select High Efficiency. This uses Apple's HEIC format, which keeps the same image quality while using far less storage space. Over time, this can save you tens of gigabytes, and you won't notice any difference in how your photos look. And if you want to instantly improve the quality of those photos too, this next setting is incredibly useful. Number 6, camera grid and level. So while you're still in the camera settings, go ahead and turn on both grid and also turn on level right here. The grid helps you follow the rule of thirds, which is one of the simplest and most effective ways to improve photo composition. And then the level makes sure your shots are perfectly straight every single time. It's a small tweak, but your photos will immediately start looking more intentional and polished. And if your iPhone has the next feature, there's a good chance you're not using it the right way. Number 7, customize the action button. So on newer iPhones, the action button replaced the old mute switch, but by default, it's barely being used. So go back into your settings, then click on action button and assign it to something you actually reach for every day, like opening the camera, turning on the flashlight, starting a voice recording, identifying a song with Shazam, or even launching a custom shortcut. Once you map it to the right thing, it becomes one of the fastest and most useful buttons on the entire phone. And honestly, it's the kind of feature that feels obvious once you've set it up. Number 8, focus modes. In my opinion, focus mode is one of the most powerful features in iOS, and yet most people never set it up properly, even after years of using an iPhone. So go into your settings, click focus, and create profiles for different parts of your day. Work mode, sleep mode, personal mode, whatever fits your routine. Like, for example, during work hours, only work notifications can come through. Then, when you're back home, personal ones return. You can even automate these modes based on your time, location, so your phone switches on its own without you doing anything. It basically manages your attention for you. And once you start using it, you'll wonder how you dealt with the constant notification noise before. Also, I have an entire tutorial video of how to set up focus modes to take full advantage of your productivity. So I will link that in the description below. Number 9, text replacement. This one saves a surprising amount of time, especially if you find yourself typing the same things over and over. So back in your settings, this time you're gonna click on General, then click Keyboard, and now click Text Replacement, and create shortcuts for things you type often. So like typing ADDR can automatically paste your full address. Typing email1 can drop in an entire email address instantly. It works across every app on your phone, and the time it saves adds up faster than you'd expect. But the next feature takes automation to a completely different level. Number 10, shortcuts automation. Open the Shortcuts app and go to the automation section. This is where your iPhone can start performing actions on its own when certain things happen. For example, at 10 p.m., enable dark mode, or when you arrive home, music starts playing automatically, or when your battery hits 20%, activate low power mode. These are small things you probably do manually every day without even thinking about it. Automate them once and your phone just handles them, which makes the whole experience feel noticeably smarter. Also, I highly encourage you to click on this gallery tab and browse through all of these pre-made shortcuts. These are already created for you and you might actually love a bunch of these. Now, here's one feature you hope you never actually need, but absolutely should have it set up. Number 11, emergency SOS. So head back into your settings and click on emergency SOS. And you definitely want to add your emergency contacts. You also want to scroll up and turn on call, withhold, and release, which enables quick emergency calling. So if something happens, your iPhone can call emergency services, notify your contacts, and share your live location, all within seconds, even from a locked screen. It's one of those features that sits quietly in the background and most people ignore it until it's too late to set it up. It probably takes like less than 2 minutes, so make sure to do this one for sure. And if you ever need it, those 2 minutes will matter more than almost anything else on this list. Next, number 12, customize control center. Your control center should actually reflect how you use your phone, not just whatever Apple put there by default. Here's my control center layout, and I've completely optimized it to what works best for me. I honestly really like this look. You can add tools like screen recording, low power mode, timer, and even ChatGPT. You can also resize certain controls so that they're quicker to tap. It only takes a minute to set up, but you interact with Control Center dozens of times every day. So even a small improvement there adds up pretty quickly. Number 13, native call recording. Some newer iPhone versions now support built-in call recording, and there's no third-party app needed at all. During a call, just tap the record option, and the conversation gets saved directly to your phone. Some versions can even generate automatic transcripts afterward. If you take business calls or any kind of important conversation, this feature is genuinely useful. And again, most people don't even know this one's there. Number 14, home screen customization. With modern iOS, you can completely redesign how your home screen looks and works. You can resize widgets, rearrange layouts, and place apps exactly where you want them. Instead of keeping the default setup Apple gives you, organize everything around the apps you actually use the most. Your most important tools should always be one tap away, not buried away somewhere on page 4. I personally only use one homepage screen because I just use Spotlight Search when I want to quickly open an app that's not on my home screen. And if you like my layout and want yours the same way, I also have a tutorial video on how to get this exact dark theme look. So I'll link that one in the description below as well. Number 15, disable your apps from tracking you. So for this last one, we're going back into settings. This time, click on privacy and security. Now click on tracking. Make sure to turn off allow apps to request to track. If you turn this off, apps will no longer be able to ask permission to track your activity across other apps and websites. You know those annoying pop-ups you get like this? Yeah. This feature completely gets rid of those, thank God. This helps protect your privacy and stops many apps from building a detailed profile of your behavior for targeted ads. Your iPhone is one of the most powerful devices most people carry every single day. But the difference between an average user and a power user really comes down to one thing: taking just a few minutes to actually configure the phone properly. Turn on even just half of these settings I told you, and your iPhone becomes faster, safer, and far more useful every single day. If any of these settings were new to you, save this video right now so you don't forget to turn them on later. And if you know someone who just got a new iPhone, share this video with them. These settings take 5 minutes to enable, and most people just don't know about them, like I keep saying. Please subscribe to my channel to help support my growth here on YouTube, and I will see you in the next video.